Okay, we're going to start looking at solving systems using tables and graphs, but really what we're going to be doing is just with the graphs. The tables are um, helpful when you're making a graph by hand, but this is going to be actually calculator heavy. But this little section I have, this little video section I have, is just going to set us up for using the calculators tomorrow in class. So please remember to bring those. So let's suppose we have a solution, or looking for a solution for a system. Now we're used to seeing one solution, one equation, but if you notice we have two variables, so we're probably going to have two solutions. One way is to see where these are the same, and that's their intersection point. So when we graph these, let's say we have a line here and a line here, this little intersection point is going to have its own coordinate, and that coordinate is going to be your value for x and your value for y, and lo and behold, that's going to be your solution. So let's go ahead and set these up to be graphed. First equation. If you haven't already noticed, it's not too easy to plug that into the Y screen, into that Y1. If you recall from your calculator, you have to have things set up in Y equals mx plus b form. So in essence, we have to solve for Y. Add 3x. Then divide by 2. Divide everything by 2. So you're going to have y equals 3 halves x plus 4. And this is what you would plug into y1. We scroll down a little further here. We'll go ahead and solve the next problem. X plus 2y equals -8. And first thing, subtract x on both sides. Then divide by 2. And we're going to put that into the y screen, into the y2 equation. After we have these, I'm going to go ahead and give you the calculator commands here. After we have these plugged into y1 and y2, then what we're going to do is hit zoom 6, which is zoom standard. And that'll give us a nice 10 by 10 by 10 by 10 grid to graph these. After we have these graphs on the grid, then we're going to go ahead and hit second, calc, and if you haven't already noticed, intersect. And get your cursor close to the intersection point. It's an R, sorry. Then press enter, enter, enter. And this will find your intersection point. It will even say at the bottom of the screen, intersection. Along with the x, y values. So it's a very easy process to graph these two equations in the system and see where they intersect to find your solution. So your intersection, again, is your solution. Let's take a look at another one real quick. First, solve for y. So I'm going to have x minus 2y equals 4. Subtract x from both sides. Don't forget those negatives. Then divide everything by -2. So you're going to have y equals positive, negative divided by a negative is positive, 1/2 x. Remember, that's the same thing as dividing by 2. And 4 divided by -2 is going to be -2. Next one, again, you're going to plug that into y1. The next one is going to be 3x plus y equals 5. And this should be a simple one. Simply subtract 3x from both sides. And make sure that you plug that into y2. Zoom 6, second calc intersect, enter, 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 and you'll find your intersection point. Like I said, we're going to do a lot of this on the calculator tomorrow. Please don't forget to bring your calculators. And this will be a relatively simple section. See you guys tomorrow.